Okay. Ah, les excréments d'ours tout frais là. Il a bouffé des glands. Il a certainement bouffé de la viande aussi, vu la couleur de l'excrément. C'est bon signe. Hein.
En 86, quand nous avons acheté ce ranch, nous sommes vraiment tombés amoureux de l'état sauvage de cet endroit. Et c'était complètement vierge, il n'y avait aucune route, aucune maison, aucune prairie à gibier, très peu d'eau. Vraiment, c'était absolument pas exploité. C'était un terrain où il y avait beaucoup de vaches qui étaient utilisées pour l'élevage. Donc ce que nous avons fait, c'est ouvrir 300 miles de route, créer des prairies à gibier. On a semé de l'alfalfa, du winter weeds, des choses comme ça, pour attirer les gibiers. On a ouvert des mares, on a développé des points d'eau. On a ouvert à côté de chaque route, le long de chaque route plutôt, des bomb poles pour collecter l'eau de pluie. Et c'est comme ça que le ranch a démarré.
The Crazy French Ranch is about 45,000 acres. Runs from the state line north to the north side, just north of Fisher's Peak, which is approximately 11 or 12 miles, and from the state line. Then it wraps around Fisher's Peak on the north side, and then it picks up again east of Fisher's Peak and takes in a lot of the foothill country along the Fisher's Peak Mesa. They've got quite a few thousand acres out there as well. And then they've also got some acreage that they call the buffalo pasture, the Darrow tract, where they raise bison. As the years go by, we get more and more people moving into Colorado, and part of that is moving into a lot of places that are prime elk country, and there's dispersion that takes place. I mean, they can't both be in the same place at the same time. So having a ranch like the Crazy French Ranch, it's got roughly 45,000 acres of area that's protected. It's going to be it's contiguous. It's not going to be subdivided. Having a place like that is very important for the elk, so that they can have an area that there isn't a high level of disturbance, and that's why you see so many elk coming into this area, both for the rut and to winter. They don't have that pressure. They can get what they need. The habitat here is good for what the elk need, and then we're doing habitat work all the time as part of the Ranching for Wildlife program that the Crazy French Ranch is in. The program was started by the Division of Wildlife to both to help landowners and wildlife, to provide an incentive for the landowners to provide habitat for wildlife, and also to provide the wildlife more of an area, these larger blocks of land that would be protected versus being subdivided or something like that. And it's so far the program has been real successful, in my opinion, at doing that. There's both the incentive for the ranch through the monetary gain provided by the vouchers for hunting, and then the wildlife are benefiting through the program by having habitat and a place for them to reside and be able to live. The elk will move around quite a bit down through here. I don't think we see the mass migrations that you may see in some other areas, but through here you'll see, depending on the weather, you'll see the elk that'll come down into the Crazy French. They'll work their way up onto the James John State Wildlife Area, and up onto the prairie up on top there, and they'll feed up through there on the grass up on top. A lot of it is the ease of, once they're on top, of getting the food. They can work around, and a lot of good grass up on top on that mesa there. They'll also, you'll see them down in some of these lower meadows as as weather starts forcing them down to lower elevations. They'll be hitting some of these meadows down through here, down lower, and so a lot of it's is the weather. How it's going to make them move, and then of course pressure from people as far as moving them around, and developments. So it's there's a combination of things that will make them move from one area to another. But typically you'll see them in the winter months they'll be up on the mesa or down low in more of the meadow stuff, and in the fall months they'll be working into both areas. When it's cool they'll be out and feeding in the meadows. When the heat of the day comes through, then they'll be moving into the timber where it's cooler, and bedding down for the day or until they feel the need to move and eat.